This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2. Welcome to DBL. It is Friday, September 11th. I'm Tori here with Erica, and Lindsay joins us from home. A lot of you have already started writing us in. It's been 19 years. We all take a somber moment today, and we're here with you to work through that. Let's get straight to it. It's been 19 years since the September 11th terror attacks in New York City, as well as in the Pentagon and in Pennsylvania. Nearly 3,000 lives were lost that day. And take a look at this. Presidential candidate Joe Biden is sharing an elbow bump with Vice President Mike Pence this morning. Both were paying respects at the New York Memorial, a reminder that we're still living through a historic pandemic and in an election year. President Trump and First Lady Melania also paid respect on Air Force One this morning. The president has a busy day full of several events, including visiting the site of the Flight 93 crash in Pennsylvania. Joe Biden will also be there, but at a different time. So I guess I just wanted to ask Lindsay and Erica, I keep seeing American flags in 9/11. That's what I remember the most. I was a freshman in college, and flags were everywhere, right? And when I see a flag today, I don't know. I don't know if to me, it sometimes feels a little different. I just wondered, what has changed? Can we get us back together like we did in 9/11? Erica, what do you think?
You know, I certainly hope so. I think the difference is we talk about 9/11, and yes, 3,000 lives were lost that day. So many others were lost due to the effects of everything that happened in the environment and certain situations subsequently. And we also lost over 45 9/11 survivors to COVID. So it's really bringing these two things together, where we've lost 175,000 plus Americans due to this pandemic. And I'm hopeful that people will just take a moment and think about what this country is and what we want it to be. And I think that maybe today is a time for reflection, but also for action in terms of what we'll do in the future in order to unite like we came together for 9/11.
Yeah, I wish we could go back to that moment in time in terms of uniting. Lindsay, how do you feel today? Do you feel like the pandemic and 9/11 together, how do you feel about those two together?
I mean, growing up in New York and being there at the time of the incident and 9/11 happening, it's a moment that nobody will forget, but a moment that a lot of times we saw how well we were able to come together. So to know that President Trump is out there visiting Memorial, and that Vice President Pence and that Joe Biden are all doing their part to put aside the politics and really step together to say we're going to be together and support everybody who's still suffering from this day, and the whole country that suffered, is important. I think it's an important show of unity and something that we really need to get back to. And if you can't understand it through COVID about wearing masks, and you can't understand it through supporting Black Lives Matter, this is something where you can understand that unity helps us progress. So, you know, get on board with being on the same team as everybody when it comes to helping America just get better.
That's so true. There was a quote that I always think of that says, what 9/11 showed us is that there's not a lot of time, and there's no time for violence. Life is short. And that is from the widow of the pilot of Flight 93. And I keep that with me. The NFL finally returned last night. The Kansas City Chiefs hosted the Houston Texans, and it looked a lot different than what we're used to. 16,000 fans were there to watch the games. By comparison, we usually are going to have 76,000 fans pack that stadium. But social justice took center stage. Before kickoff, let me know if you saw this and what you thought. Please write me in on Facebook and YouTube. The Texans left the field. My God.
Some people are such jokes. I mean, to be completely honest. Like
Took the words out of my mouth.
Y'all are jokes. No national anthem was playing. They stood in unity. It was about kneeling, right? They stood in unity. So what is this about? Like a moment of silence. That means all you had to do was nothing. And in order to, what, protest unity and social justice.
Like, first of all, when I watched the game yesterday, I'm like, what's happening? Why is everybody, I know it wasn't packed like a regular game, but why are you even there? Like, is that essential to not watch this on TV and get the chance of catching COVID? But that's a whole other point. When I watch them booing, when people booing, it's like, what exactly are you booing? It takes a special type of idiot to boo during a time that we're saying we're going to, you know, lock arms and say we're together here in the fight for unity and justice for all people in this country. It's so simple.
It was shocking.
So it's really confusing. I want to give a shout out to Alicia Keys and to the NFL for partnering together, and they announced they have a $1 billion initiative to support black businesses, and I think that's super important. But the NFL has a long way to go still. This was the step. I saw all the commercials last night. They were very dramatic for Black lives, but they also have Kaepernick still sitting out there with no job. So you know, there's a lot of work to be done, but I'm glad they're trying.
That boo meant there's a lot of work to be done. I was shocked. Take a look at this tweet that really struck me, and I wanted to share it with you. She says, they want your talent. They want no parts of your humanity. And I think that says a lot. A lot. They're more than athletes, and that was embarrassing for this country. In my opinion, please write us in, of course. There's bad news for people who enjoy dining out. I'm a foodie, and this is bad. The CDC says that's now one of the most risky things to do during the pandemic. This is in comparison to things like going to the salon, going shopping, or using public transportation. The study found that people who tested positive for COVID-19 were twice as likely to report going out to eat in the past 14 days. Now, yeah, because you're eating. Lindsay?
You know what? There's a few joys that I still get to experience during COVID. One is getting Amazon boxes. 2 is getting my hair done. And 3 is being able to go out to eat. And to go out to eat, I go and literally sit outside. If there's no outdoor seating, I will not go. I haven't sat inside to eat yet. But come on, man. Like, we can't do anything. I'm just going to revert back to my shell, back to witness protection, like you said, and just keep moving house to house in order to just change my environment and have some fun.
It's funny because the 3 of us sitting right here are all foodies. We love good food, and we we will eat good food. Erica, this kind of breaks my heart.
I know, it breaks my heart for the restaurant industry and all of the folks who need that in order to survive. What I have seen by going out to eat is that the standard has been elevated to a point that I don't think we'll ever see it slip up again. We're just more cognizant of safety precautions and sanitary, which, I mean, obviously we would hope that that would have been the case all along at a restaurant. But, you know, there are some things that slid, and I hope that this standard continues throughout past the pandemic.
Yes. Also on planes. I'm glad that you're proud that you're washing your planes now, but maybe we should have done that all along. Clean the planes. Lindsay, please stick around wherever you are. Witness protection. Coming up on DBL, it's Fact or Fiction Friday with our medical expert, Dr. Pyle Coley. What you need to know about the coronavirus, plus Mean Girls star Jonathan Bennett, his quarantine routine, and the movie Magic to make him look hot on camera. And the question he never saw coming.
Best question I've ever been asked in an interview. You're going to get a daytime Emmy.
Welcome back to DBL. It has never been more important to stay informed, and it's also never been trickier to avoid misinformation. So we're here for you. DBL is here to clear up some confusion with, of course, a medical expert, our favorite person ever, Dr. Payal Kohli. Today is my favorite Fact or Fiction Friday. So, Doc, signs for flu shots are everywhere now. We want you to help us out by saying if these popular beliefs about the flu shot and COVID-19 are real or a myth. So the first one says, since we're wearing masks and social distancing, we don't need flu shots this year. Is that fact or fiction?
This one is fiction, Tori, but there's a lot of rumors out there circulating with people saying this. So it is true that wearing masks, physical distancing, and washing our hands is going to decrease the transmission of flu. But I have to say, you do not want to get the flu this year, because if you do, everyone's going to think you have COVID. You might end up on a COVID ward. You'll have to miss work. You'll have to isolate for 2 weeks. And it's going to put an undue strain on the medical system if all of us decide not to get our flu shots. So I have to say, this year, more than ever, it is important for us to get our flu shots.
Good to know.
Well, this one says, the earlier in the season I get the flu shot, the more protection I will have. Is this fact or fiction?
This is another fiction, Erica. So this is a common misconception. There's actually a sweet spot for when you should really go to get your flu shot, and it depends on 2 factors. The first is, when does the flu activity occur and when does it peak? So we know flu starts around October, peaks in January, but lasts through April. The second factor is your immune response. So after you get the flu shot, it takes 2 weeks to develop immunity to the flu, and that immunity starts to wane at about 6 months. So you want to time it perfect so that it really covers you for the flu season, and that's really late September or early October is the best time to get it, but definitely by the end of October. So ladies, I hope you've marked your calendars, because we're all going to go on October 1st and get our shots, right?
Ooh, I want to be part of a group.
It's like, is it a girls' trip? Will you be administering?
Yeah, I want Dr. Kohli to do it. That's so true. All right, Doc, how
I
about
would
this one?
love to.
I know, she'd be great about that. All right, how many, this one, for kids and adults, all flu shots are the same, regardless of age. It doesn't really matter which one I get. Fact or fiction, Doc?
Another fiction. So people think a flu shot is a flu shot, right? But all flu shots are not created equal. So for the average adult, most of them are interchangeable. It really doesn't matter which one you get. But there's a lot of them on the market out there. And for some special groups like the elderly over 65, pregnant women, kids under the age of 9 who've not previously gotten a flu shot, or anyone who's immunocompromised, there are special flu shots you can and cannot get, or ones that you should get.
All right, last one, doctor. There is a test that can detect both flu and COVID-19 developed by the CDC. What do you say to that?
There is a test. This is a fact. And this test underwent emergency use authorization in July. It's not available everywhere, only special public health laboratories. But this season, as we talked about, if people get sick, they're going to need to be tested for both. So I'm glad that that test is here.
Wow, that's a multifunctional test. That's helpful. So if you're looking for a flu shot and not sure where to go, you can get them at national pharmacies like CVS, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, large chains like Kmart, Walmart, and Target, at local clinics and urgent care, many grocery stores, your local physician or hospital. Some colleges even offer them for students, or you can go to vaccinefinder.org to search for a flu shot location near you. There really is no excuse. They are everywhere. They're like Starbucks, okay? You can find one at every corner. Doc, I love your ponytail and I love the facts. I love your prevention, not panic. Thank you. You'll be back next week. So if you do have a question about the coronavirus you want answered by Dr. Kohli, write us on social media or email at info@dailyblastlive.com. We'll be right back. Welcome back to DBL. Jonathan Bennett played sweetheart Aaron Samuels in Mean Girls, and now he's got a sweet tooth hosting Food Network's Halloween Wars. I caught up with one of my besties earlier in today's very energetic Chatting with the Stars. Jonathan Bennett, my brother, my bestie, welcome back to DBL. I have missed you. Talk to me. How have you been holding up? What have you been doing during quarantine?
Thank you so much. Tori, it is so good to see you. You are one of my favorite people on earth. I got to bring this up on air because I think all your co-anchors, they hate you.
From Agatha Christie, the mustached detective?
Agatha Christie.
The famous detective.
Wow.
All right. Gotcha, Tori.
incredible
Okay, let's move on to the next story.
I am the person that's you in the cast where, like, I'll go for the joke and everyone's like, no, Jonathan, just shut up. And I'm like, yeah, that was a bad joke. So I just want to say I feel for you, and I think you guys are hysterical together.
That's so nice.
In quarantine, what have I been doing? Nothing. I'm not working out. I hate working out. The only way I can go to the gym is if it's like a group fitness thing where there's a lot of music and an instructor with a microphone, and they're like, you're amazing. I'm like, thank you. I'm like, feed my ego. They're like, you bet. Like, keep going.
That's the
like,
only-
unless like someone with like abs is high-fiving me telling me I did awesome for
You're
doing
not going.
nothing, I don't want to go.
I do have to say that, like, self-care doesn't have to mean, you're right, like restructuring your life with cucumber water and all of a sudden you're walking on clouds and you're doing a million things and planting like zucchinis and all this. You can just have self-care by taking a moment and listening to your favorite Neil Diamond song.
Yes, that's it. That's it.
All right, I do have to ask you, some people have iconic roles, and for some reason, Aaron Samuels just hit everybody in a different way, right?
You're telling me.
Gruel. I meant cool. I said great at the same time.
Right. Well, gruel.
Mostly for you. What about the look that you gave?
Yeah.
God, it's good.
What?
What do you like? What are you
It's good,
thinking as you
right?
do the look? Talk to me through that. How did you make it so iconic?
As flattering as it is that it's me, it's really tape and glue and lighting that makes those moments happen, right? I don't want to take credit for it, but it's just really a squint to the eye, right? My boyfriend James, he'll say to me, oh, you're so sexy, and then you talk.
That's what my husband says to me too. Stop talking. Why are you
Right? Right? Oh, I'm getting a call. It's probably my agent. Hello. Oh, new job? Thanks.
As a guest judge on RuPaul's Drag Race, you were enamored by the Frozen lip sync battle. And I just want to know, what would your drag name be and what would your song be?
First of all, best question I've ever been asked in an interview. You're going to get a daytime Emmy. My joke that I always have that James gets so sick of is anytime someone says something like, oh, you've got rusty pipes, I'm always like, talk about my drag name. Or anytime someone says, would you like, the tuna on rye? I'm like, oh, that's my drag name. So that's my go-to joke for everything because it always gets a laugh.
Always. I've done that before
So,
too.
I mean, I think my drag name would be Tori Shulman.
That's a good one.
And the song I would want to lip sync to is Oh My God, You Guys from Legally Blonde.
Oh my God, you guys.
Like the opening song to Legally Blonde that's 8 minutes long, that's just full of energy. Like me dressed up as Tori, just like being psychotic.
I want to know what we can look forward to on Halloween Wars this year, because honestly, this might be the only Halloween thing we do because of the pandemic.
Halloween Wars starts right now.
Halloween Wars is going to be better than ever this year, not because we just take 6 teams of expert pumpkin carvers and cake artists and sugar masters and have them battle it out over 5 episodes to create Halloween-themed edible displays that are as scary as they are delicious. So we're really, really excited because this is going to be season 10. It's going to be a huge season, and it's going to be bigger and better than you've ever seen it.
That sounds incredible. Also, Sugar Master could be a drag name for you.
Oh, I like that. Sugar Master. Okay, that's my drag name.
You are a human being I wish was next to me at all times. Jonathan Bennett, friend of the show. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's really been a pleasure. We'll be right back.
You're amazing. Bye.
Bye, love.
Promotional consideration is brought to
Welcome back to DBL. Travel has changed drastically this year. So how will it look post-pandemic? We'll tell you what the experts are predicting on today's DBL Drive, sponsored by who, y'all?
Car Shield.
That is right. Industry pros weighed in and they predict we will rethink travel to Europe. They claim fewer people will travel to romance capitals and instead choose less crowded cities and lesser known parts of the UK. Interesting. Second, experts predict Alaska will become the next tourist hotspot. If you didn't know, Alaska, thanks to the fresh air and lower population. Lastly, vacation pods will boom in popularity together. When it comes to traveling for peace of mind, get an auto protection plan with Car Shield. Car Shield protects their members from the high cost of auto repairs. Call 1-800-505-9619 for a free quote. Interesting. I like the idea of finding a little bit more off the beaten path, but Alaska, get ready.
Yeah, we have a friend or friends that are a couple that we were considering doing this
Like a
with,
pod
and we
with?
still might.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great idea.
My best friend and her wife have a learning pod, and they learn together in a small environment. They travel together. It's been lovely. Lindsay, are you in a pod? Can I be part of it?
How long do you have to stay in a pod, though? I get like really claustrophobic, which is why I move around so much. So how long does that last?
Well, I think it's just like
I have questions.
a metaphorical pod.
Yeah,
it's
like
not a
2
real
weeks
pod.
in like a VRBO or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Look at that.
She's like, am I in the pod? Great job. DBL's new every day. We'll see you same time, same place on Monday. Bye, guys.